The universe has always whispered secrets, but sometimes those whispers turn into roars. Today, a prophecy unfolds among the stars, one that even the most skeptical can no longer ignore. Something has returned. Something not alone. In 2017, astronomers caught a fleeting glimpse of an object from beyond. They called it Oumuamua. It was the first known interstellar visitor, a messenger cutting through our solar system like a blade through silence. Then, it vanished. Its shape defied understanding, less than a millimeter thick but vast like a cosmic sail. It reflected light strangely. It moved in ways gravity alone could not explain. Scientists debated. Aliens? A fragment of another world? A probe? For years, silence followed. Theories rose and fell. Skeptics dismissed it as cosmic debris, nothing more than a trick of light and trajectory. Yet, the mystery lingered. It was a riddle humanity tucked away, but never truly solved. Now Elon Musk has spoken. His words have ignited fear, fascination, and prophecy. Oumuamua has returned, but this time it does not travel alone. Other objects, synchronized and deliberate, follow in its wake. A cosmic fleet enters our skies. The scientific community trembles. Panic mixes with awe. For decades we dreamed of first contact, imagined it in movies and myths. Yet no one imagined it would arrive like this, quiet, calculated, and undeniably real. The stars themselves are moving. Astronomers first noticed irregularities in the night sky, subtle shifts no telescope could ignore. Then, the unmistakable profile reappeared, long, thin, radiant against the void. But instead of a lone traveler, several companions drifted nearby, mirroring its path like a formation. Such synchronization defies randomness. Objects from deep space do not naturally align, dance, or move in unison. The probability is nearly zero. And so, the old theories are reborn. These are not rocks. These are messengers, instruments, probes, watchers. Elon Musk, ever the prophet of technology, did not hesitate. SpaceX has redirected its resources, bypassing the bureaucratic grip of governments and institutions. A direct investigation begins. Rockets will rise, not for conquest, but for understanding or perhaps defense. But what exactly returned to us? Oumuamua was once described as a sail, thin and wide, able to harness the radiation of the sun for propulsion. A technology humanity dreamed of but had never mastered. Yet here it was, flying free. Was it artificial? Harvard's Avi Loeb believed so. His controversial theory suggested Oumuamua was no accident of physics, but a deliberate design, a messenger, a probe. A sign that intelligence beyond Earth had touched our skies. His words were mocked. Today, they are reborn with terrifying clarity. If the object is indeed artificial, then what of the companions now traveling with it? Are they scouts? Are they fragments? Or are they the first wave of something far greater? The synchronicity is undeniable. These objects maintain perfect alignment, as if tethered by invisible strings across the void. Some shift closer, some remain distant, but all obey a hidden rhythm. A cosmic choreography only intelligence could orchestrate. Imagine for a moment the implications. Humanity has always looked outward for signs of life. We sent golden records into space. We beamed signals into the abyss. But perhaps the abyss was already watching, already waiting, already planning. Oumuamua's return is no accident. Prophecy speaks of omens in the heavens, signs in the skies foretelling shifts in civilization. What if this is the moment, the pivot point where history divides, before contact and after contact? Governments whisper in secrecy. Telescopes are pointed, but data is withheld. The fear is not only what these objects are, but what they mean for control, power, and survival. Knowledge becomes the most dangerous weapon in the hands of the few. Elon Musk, however, has shattered the silence. He has announced openly, bypassing traditional chains of command. He has confirmed what others hid. The messenger has returned. And with it, the prophecy of a new cosmic age begins to unfold. The public now watches with wide eyes. Social media explodes with speculation, prophecy, and fear. Are they here to observe, to test, to warn, or to prepare humanity for a truth too vast for most to comprehend. The thin sail of Oumuamua was never random. Its acceleration, unexplained by gravity, hinted at propulsion. Now the companions display similar movement. Together they maneuver with precision, ignoring the simple laws that bind comets and asteroids. This is deliberate. Imagine a fleet of sails drifting silently into our solar system. Not ships with engines blazing, but instruments of elegance and patience. Designed not for invasion, but for endurance. They could outlast civilizations waiting, watching, recording across millennia. What if they have always been here? Passing through at intervals, observing humanity's rise and fall. Perhaps we are not the first species they've studied. Perhaps Earth is just another chapter in their endless library of civilizations. Ancient prophecies across cultures spoke of sky messengers, fiery objects descending from the heavens, gods who arrived on chariots of light. Were they speaking of myth or memory? Did they once see what we see now and encode it into prophecy? The return of Oumuamua could be the fulfillment of those ancient visions. The Watchers return not to announce themselves, but to remind us we are not alone, and we never were. Humanity's illusion of solitude is shattering under starlight. Elon Musk's intervention is unprecedented. SpaceX is preparing rapid launches, bypassing government delays. He has declared that waiting is no longer an option. Whatever these objects are, understanding them is no longer science fiction. It is survival. But what will SpaceX find? Instruments too advanced to decipher? Empty husks left to drift? Or something alive, something aware, something that knows we are now looking back? The risk is immense, but so is the promise of discovery. Already, skeptics falter. The synchronized movements defy every natural explanation. Comets do not behave like fleets. Asteroids do not drift in patterns. Nature does not mimic intelligence this perfectly. The conclusion rises like a tide. This is not chance. As fear spreads, hope also stirs. If they are here, then perhaps they have been here before. Perhaps they have always guided from afar, nudging evolution, inspiring genius, whispering inventions into human minds. Could these be the architects of destiny? Religions too tremble with renewed voice. Texts once dismissed as metaphor suddenly gain weight. Prophets who spoke of stars opening, of lights descending, may have glimpsed what we now see. Faith and science, long divided, now converge under the same sky. Yet with prophecy comes warning. Contact is never neutral. History teaches us that when civilizations meet, one is often consumed by the other. The powerful take, the weak surrender. Which role humanity plays has yet to be determined. Elon Musk stands as a bridge. Technology in his hands may grant us the tools to face what comes. Rockets, satellites, starships, they are no longer dreams, but shields and spears for a species on the edge of revelation. The Watchers are here and the clock ticks. Will we rise to meet them or collapse under the weight of their presence? The answer lies not in governments, but in humanity itself. The future is no longer earthbound. The prophecy is clear. The sky has opened, and the messengers walk among the stars. Whether salvation or judgment awaits, humanity's story has turned a page, and all eyes now lift upward, searching for answers written in light. Before we continue deeper into this unfolding revelation, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Prophecy Pulse. Stay connected, because the events we discuss here are not just stories, they are the whispers of tomorrow, unfolding today. The fleet now drifts closer. Observatories track their every move, every flicker of light. Some vanish, only to reappear days later. Others break formation, then return. It is as though they are testing us, probing our attention, measuring our readiness. And then, the most unsettling revelation emerges. Radio signals, strange, intermittent, and deliberate. Not from Earth, not from any known satellite. They pulse faintly, matching the rhythm of the fleet's synchronized movements. Not random noise, but structured, intentional patterns. SETI researchers hesitate to confirm. Governments refuse to speak. But Elon Musk has hinted, cryptically, that they are speaking already. The idea chills the bones of humanity. We may already be in conversation, even if we cannot yet understand. Imagine voices of the cosmos, carried not in words but in frequencies, vibrations, mathematical codes. A language not built for mouths, but for minds. A conversation unfolding beyond human comprehension, yet aimed directly at our fragile civilization. This is prophecy in real time. The universe has never felt so alive, so deliberate. What was once myth is now news. What was once speculation is now data. The Watchers have returned, and they are writing the next chapter. Scientists debate the possibilities. Are these probes autonomous, left behind by civilizations long extinct? Or are they active instruments, still tethered to minds beyond our reach, transmitting our every move back to unknown watchers in distant galaxies? If autonomous, then we face an ancient intelligence, one that outlived its creators. If active, then we face something greater still, an intelligence vast, deliberate, and watching us now, in this very moment, across the gulf of space. Elon Musk's rockets prepare to rise, carrying instruments designed to meet them. Humanity stands at the threshold of first contact, not through governments or institutions, but through a private prophet of technology who dares to break the silence. The countdown has begun, not for war, not for conquest, but for understanding. The Watchers have returned, and humanity must decide, will we meet them with fear or with the courage to embrace our place among the stars? The prophecy is alive. The skies tremble with meaning. And as you watch this moment unfold, remember, you are living in the very chapter ancient seers once described. Oumuamua has returned, and it is not alone.